Welcome back to my backyard, to the roaster. And we're gonna roast some coffee together. Today, I've got some wonderful coffee from El Salvador. I like El Salvador beans, known for their chocolatey and citric notes. But you know me, I like to keep it light. And before I get too deep into chocolate territory, I like to kind of hang around the light cinnamon territory. So hopefully we can do that today and not get too dark. I'm going to be roasting them on the roaster. And hopefully by the time we're done, we've got a delicious light roast coffee from El Salvador. So let's load them up. So in this first stage, I like to turn all the heat off in the roaster and just let the beans kind of acclimate to the atmosphere in there. This will help pull some moisture out of the beans and give us a more even roast. So I'll watch the bean temperature, and right now I have two different probes in there. I have one that's on the beans directly, and I have another one that is on the outtake, so it's managing the air coming out of the roaster. So I'm watching the bean temperature now, and it's dropping. Once it starts climbing again, oh, there we go. And that means they've acclimated. And we've hit turning point. So you drop the beans in with no heat. Oh, I'm going to turn my air up. There we go. So I drop the beans in there with no direct heat, just the residual heat in the chamber. And I watch the temperature. They drop, and then usually around 187. It depends on the bean, but around 187, 188. And after about a minute, you'll see the bean temp start to climb. And that's when I turn the heat back on and I help them up. So we're at 250 and climbing, and they're on their way. So I almost didn't roast today because it's rainy and a little gloomy. And honestly, I'm feeling a little sad. I think the rain's peaceful. I don't like driving in it. So we've hit browning. So 8 minutes in and 325. We're definitely in the browning stage. And this is one of my favorite parts. The beans kind of look like peanut butter. And they look really tasty. They look like you could eat them right out of the machine. But you don't want to eat them right out of the machine because they're really hot. And they aren't very tasty. They'll be kind of sour if you do it right now. Almost like sour cranberries. Which is magical, but wouldn't be good to eat. Let's give them a smell. Oh my goodness. That smells really good. It smells toasty, a little grassy. It smells like that ride at California Adventure, soaring over the world. And when you ride over the elephants, and it smells like grass. All right, let's give it another smell here. Oh. All right, 350, and things are going well. We're just about to cross the 10-minute mark, which is a little slow for a Latin bean. I've seen a lot of folks who would probably try and get these done under 10 minutes, but because it is a lighter roast, I found that with this roaster, if I just draw it out a little more, those light roasts will have a lot more of kind of the early toasty tastes and the cinnamon and like bakery type flavors that I really love. Oh my gosh, look at them go. We're nearing the end of browning now. And they're starting to turn into coffee. I mean, they were coffee. They've been coffee the whole time. But they're starting to turn into drinkable coffee now. All right, we've just crossed 360 and the 11-minute mark. Buckle up. 12-minute mark, and we're approaching 370, which is nearing first crack territory. And now you can really see the color. It is it's a light brown. Oh, I think I heard a pop. I don't get too excited if I hear a pop. I want to hear consecutive pops, like a da-da-da, da-da-da. Ooh, that was definitely a pop. Another one. I'm going to add a little bit of air because I want to slow this down. I just feel it. I don't know why. I just feel like I need to add more. I just feel like I need to add more air. So I'm cranking the airflow. That's the fan that's pulling the air out of here. Because I want to pull as much heat off of them as possible. Right now, while they're cracking, I want to slow this down because I'm trying to brown all the way to the center of the bean. If I don't cook all the way through the center, then they'll come out sour. And I don't like sour beans. Okay, we're on the 14-minute mark, and they're cracking now. Bean temp's about 388. I'll probably go all the way to 395. Let's give them a smell. Smelling very toasty. Oh my gosh, like melted chocolate. I might pull them now. Oh my gosh, what should I do? Okay. This is the most. Gosh, those smell like chocolate fudge sauce. Okay, they're getting pretty dark. We're at 390. Oh, I think I'm going to pull them. They smell so good. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm pulling them. Oh, wow. Oh, they look perfect. But how do they taste? I don't know. Just cool them off. I love this. I always want to stick my hand in there right after I pour them in. I know I shouldn't because they're 400 degrees and that'll burn you, man. So, gotta be patient, give them a stir. And they're cooled off. So our final time on these was 14 minutes and 5 seconds, and I pulled them at 390 degrees. It's exciting. So we did it. Even though it was raining outside, we got out and roasted. We roasted the El Salvador. Let's give it a sip. It's a little hot. It's perfect. Oh my goodness. Normally, when they've come off the roaster, especially on a light roast, oh, the birdos are excited about it. They can be just really sour and take a few days to settle in. We did it. It's so toasty, but it's not burnt. And it is, they live up to the hype. It's like a chocolate orange stick, but it's subtle. Well, I'm glad that we got out and roasted, even though it was rainy. I don't know why I was worried about it. It was peaceful, and it was fun, and I was feeling sad today, and I guess I feel a little better now. I'm gonna finish this outside.